Welcome to Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. This is probably the first Sherlock Holmes game that I purchased. I have at least a half a dozen, maybe more. I just picked them up when they were on sale on Steam, and I've never played any of them. But what happened was yesterday I was on Steam, and there were 3 of these on sale, the 3 of the newest ones. One of them was actually made in 2021, so I decided maybe I should start playing these because Sherlock Holmes is one of my favorite literary characters, and I've enjoyed the newer versions of Sherlock Holmes that you see, that are modern time Sherlock Holmes, and I've enjoyed them because I enjoy the character. But still, in my heart, my favorite Sherlock Holmes are the ones that are period pieces, done back when it was originally written. And so I am going to start this.
In the name of my health and yours, Holmes, stop smoking so much. There is more fog in our apartment than in the street.
You are right, Watson, but this evening is never ending, and I have nothing to do but make smoke rings. A more amusing pastime would suit better, but my doctor is against it.
Perhaps a little tune on the violin.
My heart is not in it tonight, Watson. Have you noticed how this cigarette burns? Would you not say it is like a life being consumed? How many lives will end tonight in London? How many crimes will be committed within the life of a single cigarette? Ah, the vanity of existence. It is but complaints and smoke, the meagre panache of its sickly soul.
The tobacco is giving you very sombre thoughts. I am certain that this inactivity will not last. Let's retire. You'll be in better humour tomorrow.
Reason speaks. Let's to bed.
Well, it looks like we're getting right into the nitty-gritty right away. A new adventure of Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. The streets look too clean. They look way too clean. Whitechapel, London.
Come this way, my lovely. We'll have a right good time. Wait, let me help you. Oh, it's my hair that pleases you.
Yuck. Oh, I'm so glad they're not showing anything. It's not necessary. I mean, we all know what Jack the Ripper did. Baker Street, September 1st, 1888.
The news is as dark as the sky, Holmes. An inquest has been opened into the murder of a poor woman in the East End. The unfortunate girl was discovered last night, lying in the street, still warm. The murderer was filled with an incredible savagery. Oh, the article gave me shivers down my spine. The inspectors in charge of the case don't seem to have even the slightest lead. A similar murder took place less than a month ago.
Ah, love. A romantic walk, a kiss in the moonlight, a polite refusal, a terrible anger, and a hanging.
This area of Whitechapel is a disgrace to London. The government should take serious note of what is going on there.
Whitechapel? This woman was found in Whitechapel?
Yes, indeed. Bucks Row, to be specific.
Then it was not a question of romance, but of commerce. Unless these women actually take pleasure in the vice, the female nature is completely...
Holmes, do you hear yourself? A woman is dead under unspeakable circumstances. No less than any other, she was a human, and one of Her Majesty's subjects. None of these streetwalkers of which you speak have any other way to survive but by selling their bodies. You know as well as I that our era is not a gentle one, and these women don't have much to look forward to. Some grace, if you would. Do not refuse them your compassion.
Do not say another word, my dear Watson. We shall leave immediately for Whitechapel.
To the scene of the crime?
No, I think it would be better to arrive there a bit later once night has fallen. At the moment, the spot will be overrun by police officers and spectators. It would be impossible to investigate properly.
Then where are we going, Holmes?
The best thing to do would be to head to the police station and attempt to get a copy of the preliminary reports.
But the article in the Star seemed quite complete to me.
You must know, Watson, that journalists often draw conclusions from the facts without a proper understanding of how to do this delicate task. We must obtain the reports from the inspector in charge, as well as those from the coroner.
Very well, Holmes, but all the same.
It seems to me that I have a map of London somewhere, Watson. Can you find it and locate Whitechapel while I get ready?
You are too kind, Holmes. Searching through your mess?
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Searching through his mess. I'm thinking that the sound's a little bit too high. Let me adjust that. Okay, it looks like we're controlling Dr. Watson. So let's see. Just left click on the destination you want to reach. Double click will make him run. All right, well, let's test that theory. There we go. Good. In this game, you can change your playing perspective at will. Press R key or middle mouse button to switch to first-person mode. Okay, sweet. WASD keys, pretty common. Left mouse button, press to move your character in 3D mode. Press caps lock or left shift will make your character run. Press R or middle mouse button again to come back to third person. Remember, you can change at any time in the game. Okay, so if we go to first person, it'd be good for looking around. It looks like I get a little bit better view. God, it is a mess, isn't it? Unusual for Sherlock Holmes to have a picture of a female on the wall, and that's interesting right there because, according to the books, he used to shoot his apartment up with a gun. I wonder if that's Irene Adler. Press space button for a dynamic help and see all accessible items from your current position. You can use this button from both perspective modes. Oh, I see. All right, well, that's the map maybe that he talked about.
A map of London, at last. Let's see. The district of Whitechapel.
Okay, here is the map. Map of London, map of Whitechapel. So this is it right here. Okay, so it's this specific area. Okay. All right, let's see if I can... Looking for the controls. Move, action, run. Previous item, next item, open, close inventory. I for the inventory. C for the map. Why C for the map? Okay, so I for inventory. We don't have anything. I thought maybe the map would be there. Notes, no notes. Documents. Special edition, the Whitechapel Horror. The third crime of a man who must be a maniac. Women lured to by streets to be butchered. The latest victim identified. Opening of the inquest. Great local excitement. The victim of the latest Whitechapel Horror, the woman who was found yesterday in Bucks Row, completely disemboweled and with her head nearly gashed from her body, was for a time completely unknown. As the news of the murder spread, however, first one woman and then another one came forward to view the body, and at length it was found that a woman answering the description of the murdered woman had lodged in a common lodging area, 18 Thrall Street, Spitalfields. Women from that place were fetched, and they identified the deceased as Polly, who had shared a room with 3 other women in the place on the usual terms of such houses, nightly payment of 4d each woman having a separate bed. It was gathered that the deceased had led the life of an unfortunate while lodging in the house, which was only for about 3 weeks past. Nothing more was known of her by then, but that when she presented herself for the lodging on Thursday night, she was turned away by the deputy because she had not the money. She was then the worse for drink, but not drunk, and turned away laughing, saying, "I'll soon get my dose money. See what a jolly bonnet I've got now." She was wearing a bonnet which she had not been seen with before, and left the lodging house door. A woman of the neighborhood saw her later. She told the police even as late as 2:30 on Friday morning in Whitechapel. Baker Street, September 1st, Baker Street. All right. Watson. Let's just see what the last thing he said. Oh, that's all right. It's given us the dialogue of Polly Nichols as well. So that's interesting, is it not? Okay, so let's see. First person perspective. Resume. Alrighty. Check out this door. Okay, that's the map of London. Do we choose where we want to go? No. Trying to see what these doors are all about. All right, let's look around. So whose room is this? This must be Watson's room because there's medical plaques on the wall. So that makes this Sherlock's room.
Have you found the map of London, Watson? Come, my friend, it can't be too far. Be sure to locate the police station in Whitechapel we must get to.
Understood, Holmes.
Okay, so evidently we are supposed to look at the map, so... Alright, map. Whitechapel. And... police station.
I found the map, Holmes, and I was able to locate the Whitechapel police station.
Congratulations, Watson. Come, the game is afoot. You can read the article to me on the way. We have arrived, Watson, in Whitechapel.
Not very bright, and what cold! Brr, a typical London morning.
Come, Watson, let's find this police station.
All right, now I'm controlling Sherlock. Now, you heard me say at the beginning that I have never played any of these games. So this is completely cold. I've not played this game yet, so...
Well, this station isn't very well kept, I say.
It's a local outpost, Watson. The daily tasks that confront these constables are not the easiest, and they are poorly paid.
Okay. Let's talk to this gentleman.
Gentlemen, welcome.
Hello, I would like to speak with the Chief Inspector, if you please.
Constable Humphreys here. I am the only one in at the moment. What do you want with the Chief?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am...
Sherlock Holmes? The detective that I read about in the papers? Well, that's a treat, that is. You come about the Buck Road case, have you? Indeed, we...
Not at all. We were just passing by chance. You say that there was a crime recently.
You don't know? You must be the only folk in London who haven't heard.
It won't be long until you find the culprit, no doubt.
Nothing is less certain. Suspects, 0. Clues, 0. It's not good for us, especially not in this district.
Okay. Poor Watson got shut down, didn't he? Can you tell us about the reports?
Listen, this isn't what I came here for, but if I can be of service, in a confidential capacity, of course, if you can entrust me with a copy of the preliminary reports, I could study them and return later with my conclusions.
It's just that these are official documents. I can't take a decision like that without the inspectors. The sooner we know the facts in the file, the sooner we can be of help, my friend. So, if you are Sherlock Holmes, you can find anything, isn't that true? With your magnifying glass, footprints?
My performance is often embellished by my biographer.
Ah, good. Good. I will give you the reports, but could you do me a small favour first? During my rounds, I dropped a leather folder containing some papers. Nothing of importance, but it's a big mistake. I would go looking for it myself, but I am stuck here on duty. I must have lost it near the seedy boarding house not far from here. Left when you leave the courtyard and left again in the lane. Perhaps you could go, ask around.
Oh my. All right. Goodbye.
We shall see what we can do.
So now we got to look for somebody's papers.
Are we going to go look for these documents?
Why not? It'll give us an occasion to take a tour of the district,
There
Watson.
you go. Good idea. All right, now he told us to go... Now, wait a minute. Let me go in third. Okay, we can't go that way. We can't go that way, so we have to go out and take a left. And then we're supposed to take another left. All right, go this way, maybe? No, I don't know what. We're looking for dropped documents.
Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
If it's to file a complaint, you should go to the station.
No. Huh. That didn't do us any good. All right, let's go back in third person. And again, this is completely cold. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. We're just playing it by ear. Just looking for anything I can click on.
Pardon me, but can you give me some information?
Are you coming, dearie?
I have nothing to ask.
Yeah, because she had nothing to say.
good day. Sir, you wouldn't happen to have seen a leather folder on the ground around here, would you?
Good day, gentlemen. Finley, caretaker of this building. Here to serve. And yes, less than an hour ago. But some of the local urchins picked it up, and God only knows where it might be now.
Of course.
That's unfortunate. This police bag contained documents that the local police will miss.
You're inspectors?
Not at all. I am Dr. Watson, and this is Sherlock Holmes, the detective.
Sherlock Holmes, the great detective. You must be here about last night's murder. Have you discovered the identity of the poor woman?
Indeed, I'd only to read the papers.
Mine is dated from this morning, and it does not say who it is.
All right, well...
I'm not really engaged in this case, but if I can help the police, I will do so willingly.
Oh, to be sure. I've been told that Inspector Aberline is in charge, a very capable man.
So, according to you, I have no chance of finding this folder, then?
Indeed. But I, on the other hand, should be able to find it. Do me a favour in exchange. A vagrant comes almost every night to sleep in one of the nooks not far from my windows. He coughs, howls, sometimes even sings. He's quite hefty and I don't dare approach him. I've lost 3 tenants because of him. If it's you who speaks to the police, they will take this matter more seriously. Tell them about the captain. They'll know who you're talking about. In the meantime, I'll find your police bag.
So, a favor of a favor, huh? East London Advertiser, another Whitechapel mystery, horrible murder in Bucks Row, Whitechapel. Is this different than the one we've already read? Oh, he mentioned that he had an earlier version of the paper, didn't he? Scarcely has the horror and sensation caused by the discovery of the murdered woman in Whitechapel some time ago had time to abate when another discovery is made which, for the brutality exercised on the victim, is even more shocking, and will no doubt create as great a sensation in the vicinity as the predecessor. The affair up to the present is enveloped in complete mystery, and the police have as yet no evidence to trace the perpetrators of the horrible deed. The facts are that Constable John Neal was walking down Bucks Row, Thomas Street, Whitechapel, about 3:45 on a Friday morning, when he discovered a woman of about 35 to 40 years of age lying at the side of the street with her throat cut right open from ear to ear. The instrument with which the deed was done traversing the throat from left to right. The wound was about 2 inches wide, and blood was flowing profusely. She was discovered to be lying in a pool of blood. She was immediately conveyed to the Whitechapel mortuary, when it was found that besides the wound in the throat, the lower part of the abdomen was completely ripped open, with the bowels protruding. The wound extends nearly to the breast, and must have been affected with a large knife. Yep, okay, we read this one. All right. Okay, so let's
go to the police station.
Right, back to the police station. And we can certainly run now. And get back. All right, let's talk to this guy again.
So, gentlemen, have you found my police bag?
Captain.
Not quite yet. Do you know a vagrant who goes by the name of the Captain?
Captain? Yes, an old sailor, strong as a Turk and tattooed from head to toe. The drink has turned him into a derelict.
He appears to be causing some problems for the caretaker of the building at the end of the street.
What do you want us to do? Every night, stairwells, halls and porches become public dormitories, and people don't only come to sleep. I believe this man has a niece who puts him up sometimes. Her lodgings are in Commercial Street, right after the alley with the boarding house. You won't forget my folder, will you?
No, we're still working on it.
Do you believe this woman will agree to have her uncle stay with her?
No idea. Oh well, let's go see her just the same.
All right, let's pull up the map again because I don't know where to go. Right there. Boarding house. Now, wait a minute. Left and left again. Was that the boarding house that we've already went to? Or... because I don't see any other markers. So... all right, let's try that. It's the same boarding house. Okay. Try that again. Map of London. Any other markers? Okay, so it looks like the boarding house we're looking for is just past the place where we talked to the guy. Right? Her lodgings are Commercial Street, right after the alley with the boarding house. Okay. Right after the alley. Okay, right after the alley. Alright, doesn't look like we can go through that door. Go through that door. Right after the alley. Okay, are they talking about... we must be in the alley. So let's go a little bit further.
There. This is where the niece of the captain must live.
Okay. Can we get... oh.
Good day, miss. Would you happen to be the niece of the man known as the captain?
Oh, yes, that would be me. What has he done this time? He isn't... oh my God, I'm on my way.
Miss, we have come to ask if you could have your uncle come live with you. He sleeps under the windows of a boarding house, causes the caretaker no end of problems.
I know. I've lodged him for a while, and he was the same here. My landlord made me kick him out. I'm ashamed, you know. I never should have, given the state of his health. He coughs day and night.
He coughs, so he's in bad health.
There might be a way to calm his cough. I am a doctor. I could examine him.
He went to see a doctor at the clinic, but the medicine costs too much. I can hardly pay my rent.
We will see to it. Where might your uncle be found?
I don't know. He must be in the vicinity, but I don't know exactly where.
Well, all right.
We will find him.
Holmes, this is serious. Find an alcoholic in Whitechapel? A needle in a haystack would be easier.
Come, dear doctor, let's trust to our lucky star. Moreover, we also have our informers, remember?
Are you referring to those brats to whom you are always giving charity?
Exactly. My secret police. Some of them surely roam in this area. It suffices to find them.
It's interesting. They're looking for a drunk, and that's like looking for a needle in a haystack. You would think that drunks would be easy to find. All right, so we're looking for that little urchin dude right over there, I guess. Let's go talk to him.
Hello, young man. How are you?
I recognize him. It's the lad who sells newspapers, who is always calling outside our windows at Baker Street early in the morning.
Hello, Mr. Holmes. It's a treat to see you again. What can I do?
We're looking for the captain.
Would you happen to know an old sailor who goes by the name of the Captain? A poor man who hits the bottle a bit hard.
Of course, Mr. Holmes. He's there at the end of the street. Round to the left he is. But be careful. He can be a tough customer, that one.
Very good, my young man. The doctor will give you a little something. Watson?
Huh? I say, Holmes?
Is he always such a skinflint with you, Mr. Holmes? Well, thanks to you, Mr. Holmes. Anytime you need me.
Pay the man, Watson. Okay, so at the end of the street, are we talking about this end? And we talked to that kid across the street here. Maybe he was talking about going down this street. Is that him? Hey, you.
No time to talk, Governor. I've earned my keep.
All right, he's earning his keep.
I have nothing to ask.
Maybe I went down the wrong street.
I can hear someone coughing more than is natural.
There we go.
Yes, Watson. The poor man cannot be too far away.
I went down the wrong street, but at least we found some things. Is this guy over here?
If, in order to listen to us, this man imposes as condition that we find his pet cockroach, there will be another murder in Whitechapel today, Watson. Yours.
Ah,
All right. Check him out, Watson.
he is in a critical state, Holmes. He has barely a month left.
Is there a way, dear doctor, to ensure that this last month passes in silence?
Really, Holmes, sometimes you... Oh, really? I will make note of some medicine to get immediately that will relieve his pain.
Very well. I will locate an apothecary or a clinic.
Okay, well, we know where the clinic's at now, so it's a good thing we went to the wrong way. Hello, Doctor.
Good day, sir. Dr. Gibbons. You aren't from around these parts.
Indeed, Doctor. It is for someone from your neighbourhood that I am here, though. His doctor asked that I acquire some medicine on his behalf. I have the note here.
Dr. Watson? Not from round here neither. This medication is quite dear. Certain documents are necessary to obtain them for free.
All right.
I don't have it. You'll have to accept my spare change. Will it be enough?
Enough to relieve your patient for a month. Would you like me to make this prescription available after that time?
No.
According to Dr. Watson, that won't be necessary.
The possibility of a recovery?
A definitive one, yes.
There, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Where's everybody gone? It's pretty empty here.
It's rather quiet here.
An unusual chain of events. The majority of the people hereabouts went out last night to see the great fire at the warehouse. The patients that I was minding and my staff were no exception. The former were dramatically healed, and the latter ended up sick. And with the murder last night, most of the people who weren't working wandered over to the scene of the crime. Their little aches and pains will wait until tonight or tomorrow.
A squalid murder, it would seem.
Just like what this area has become.
Okay. Well, thanks for the medicine.
My thanks, Doctor.
Not at all.
Get out of here before he uses that needle on us. Well, let's leave the clinic. I'm going to rest here, and when we come back, we will take that medicine to the captain, see if we can heal his cough at least for a month. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you there. Ta-ta for now.